I'm Jane.
And I'm Amanda.
Welcome
to Come Dowse with me. So what's today? Today is how to spend your life minutes. Life minutes. We all get life minutes. We wake up every day and we all have, I'll tell you how many we've got because I've got it written down here. Every day we get 1,440 life minutes. And what do we do with them? I know this because I have it written on the back of my book. Where does time go? Shameful book plug.
Sorry. Can I just clarify, for the life minutes that you've just quoted, is that including the time awake or when one is asleep?
All life minutes.
Okay, asleep and awake. Fabulous.
All life minutes, 24 hours in the day. I have to get my calculator out now, but I reckon that it is all life minutes. Actually, it's packed in a box, so I can't.
So, how would you like to spend life minutes? Have you got some ideas? Because obviously I want to spend more time in a shed making these bad boys. My plug for dowsing rods. You can buy them on my website. You can get Amanda's book on her website. New year, new us. This is now the shopping channel.
Oh my God. Yes. Life minutes. How do you want to spend your life minutes? Is there something like Jane who wants to spend more time in the shed making a rod? Or is there something else that you'd like to do? Now, in my book, and I am going to say it again, but on page 21, there's a thing here and it says, if I had more time, I would have a bubble bath, go to the cinema, read a book, go for a walk, cook or bake, listen to music, dance. So these are things that you might enjoy doing and you don't want to schedule it in because it's not something you want to do every single week, or it's just something that you want to do and enjoy more of. So you might think, well, I want to make sure I have 2 beach walks this month and just set that as an intention that you want to do it. But yeah, finding out where your life minutes go is a good thing. And that's what the book is actually about. It's about finding out where you're at, a stock take of your life minutes, so you know what you can do going forward. But have you got anything at the moment, Jane, that is there anything we can douse on? Have you got any projects that you want to have a go at, or any crafty
I want to do some rock painting because
right.
I have a kit and I've had it for a couple of years and I've even taken it out of the box and the pebbles are separate to the paint. And it kind of was getting into the process, but I really want to do it. But I just prevaricate, and yeah, it's something I really want to do, but I always find a reason not to do it, if that makes sense.
So do you think, a bit like if you were to make an appointment with somebody, could you make an appointment with yourself and douse through your diary to say, okay, when would be a good day for me to do this? And so you make a date with yourself.
Oh, make a date with destiny. That sounds like a great idea. I'm destined to make some rods. And I'm destined to make some. So I'm going to douse that. I'm having to use a rod because my pendulum flew off earlier before we started recording. So yeah, my rods. So can I make a date? No.
Okay. So maybe it's just something that you need to be more organic with, and just, okay, when you wake up, it's have it visible so that you don't forget about it and have them out. So it's like, okay, I'm going to, when I feel the need and feel the moment is right, I'm going to have a crack at that.
And I think that's true, because with crafting, I think it needs to be a bit spontaneous, because if you try and
you can't force it, can you?
If you try and force creativity, I find I get stuck with it. There's kind of like a bit of a block there. So maybe that's something I need to clear as well, clear that emotional block of I get stuck. But I do think it needs to be much more organic.
And what about, is there anything else? Can you douse and ask, is there any other equipment that you need before you start doing the pebbles?
Is there any other equipment that I need before I start? Yes. Do I know what it is? I have no idea.
Is it a tablecloth? A protective tablecloth?
Oh, yes. You clearly do more arty, crafty things than me.
Well, I'll tell tell you what I use. We have these things, and you know when you get a tablecloth and it's like a full tablecloth of the vinyl stuff that you wipe down.
Yeah.
Well, I've got one and I've had it years, but I cut it up, and we cut them up into like big squares, probably A3 size, and we call them messy mats. And then they just roll up really easy. But it just means that if you want to do something creative, I don't have to clear the whole table off. I can just take out a messy mat, have a go, and it's job done. And you can actually just leave it on the messy mat and still function in your home around it.
I absolutely love that idea. Do I need to have a messy mat? Yes. Woo! So if you've got any ideas for crafting, any ideas how to spend your time, like, subscribe YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram and Facebook.
They're all there. And happy dowsing, everybody.
Happy dowsing.